There's a lot of noise right now. A lot of people trying to be seen, trying to be heard, trying to be validated. But there's another way to move. And the truth is, most people feel it, but they don't have the language for it. They know they don't belong to the noise, but they haven't yet defined what they do belong to. And this is where we begin. Quiet, intentional, grounded. This podcast isn't about becoming louder. It's about becoming clearer. Welcome to the Quiet Maverick podcast. I'm Gregory Michael. A quiet maverick, if I was to define the archetype, is someone who doesn't need attention to carry authority. Yet they're not passive, not performative. They're principled and precise. They don't rebel for reaction. They move with conviction. They don't rush to speak, but when they do, it carries weight. Quiet mavericks are not loud, and they're not passive. See, silence doesn't mean absence. It means control. It means you're not reacting to everything around you. You're choosing what deserves your energy. I'm not here to dominate rooms. I'm here to govern myself within them. Quiet mavericks are also not rebellious, but they are principled. Anyone can push back. I don't need to tell you that. Anyone can be loud. Anyone can resist just to be seen resisting. Hey, look at me. I'm doing resistance. But a quiet maverick doesn't move like that. He or she stands when it's necessary. And they stay still when it's not. Because not every moment requires a reaction. I heard a musician say this once to me. A good musician knows when to play. A great one knows when not to. Not every moment requires a reaction. Also, a quiet maverick is not fast, but they are precise. Noise moves quickly. It reacts. It jumps. It fills space just to avoid silence. But precision moves deliberately. It observes first. It understands. Then it responds with clarity. I'm not interested in reacting. I'm interested in responding with intention. I have to tell you that this is very personal to me. I did not arrive here by accident. What put me in this chair? The ways of moving, thinking, being. It was forged through pressure. In environments where noise was rewarded, but clarity wasn't. In environments where the loudest voice in the room was often mistaken for the strongest one. Where urgency replaced thought and reaction was confused for leadership. I saw something in that. I saw how noise can move things, but it doesn't always move them in the right direction. And I had to decide, am I going to adapt to that? Am I going to contort myself to fit in that? Or am I going to build something different within myself? There were moments when speaking less cost me. They cost me visibility. There were moments when moving with restraint was misunderstood as hesitation or cognitive delay. There were moments where I could have matched the noise and probably been rewarded for it, honestly. But over time, I realized something. Clarity compounds, and eventually, it speaks louder than noise ever could. And in that realization, I had to make a decision. Do I become louder to survive? Or do I become more precise to lead myself? I chose precision. Not because it was easier, but because it was true. As you're listening, you may think to yourself, hey, I'm already this way. You might be the one in the room who sees clearly, but doesn't feel the need to compete for attention. The one who doesn't panic under pressure, but gets sharper. And the one who's been misunderstood as quiet, when in reality, you're just disciplined. You've likely felt the pressure to be more reactive, to be more visible, to be more performative. All of this just to match the environment around you. Maybe a part of you wondered, do I need to change to be effective here? And the answer is no. You don't need to become louder. You need to become more precise. See, this isn't about standing out. It's about standing true. I want to let you know what this podcast is. This is a space for refinement, not hype, not noise. This is a different kind of strength. The kind that doesn't demand attention, but the kind that holds its ground whether it's seen or not. Oh, I've learned that a pillar doesn't argue with the wind. So we're going to talk about self-governance, discipline, clarity under pressure, and building real capacity. Quietly, consistently, without compromise. So, in closing, I want to say that if this resonates with you, you're in the right place. Welcome home. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. This isn't for everyone. But for those who understand, you already know what this is. And I'm excited to say, we're just getting started. Thank you for taking the time to be here with me today. I don't take your attention lightly, because where you place your attention is where your life begins to move. If something in this episode resonated with you, don't just let it sit. Share it with someone who needs it. Pass the signal forward. And if you haven't already, follow the podcast so you can stay connected as we continue to build quietly, but with intention. This is the Quiet Maverick. Strength without noise. I'll see you in the next one.